Okay, here we go. This is Garrett, tears2joyministries.org. Same name on the YouTube channel. We have over 1,100 videos on YouTube. You know, I received one message from Jesus that was much longer than any other message I ever received from him. I mean, sometimes he speaks to me in a single word, like yes, no, maybe, etc., etc. Many times he gives me a sentence. Once in a while, I actually hear a paragraph. You want to know what the longest message I ever received from Jesus actually is? No, it's not about being more humble. No, it wasn't about praying more. No, it wasn't about the secret space programs, the fake aliens, the demons, the Nazis. No, it wasn't about the Bible. This is going to shock you. None of you are going to believe this. You want to know what the single longest message he ever gave me? It was a long paragraph. Here it is. Hold on to your seat. It was about Elton John, the singer, the performer. Now, I can't possibly memorize the long message that the Lord gave me, but I want to paraphrase it for you just the best I can. So let's give that a try. Okay, here we go. Jesus said, Garrett, my son, I've created Elton John for a very special purpose here on earth and in my creation. That I have anointed him and blessed him to bring joy to the world, to bring some happiness when people are really suffering, to bring some peace into the hearts of men, women, teenagers, boys and girls when they're hurting, when they're lonely, when they're living in despair, when they're thinking of committing suicide. I have created Elton John for this very important work that I have assigned to him since before day one of creation. He is a vessel of mine to bring all of this color into the world, into the hearts and souls of men and women. I have never received a message from God the Father, nor his Son, that long before. And before I give you some true stories here, I want you to know that Elton John played a huge part in my life, especially when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. You know, when you go to YouTube and type in Elton John and watch one of his live performances, you ought to read the comments down below by real men and women like you and me. I've done that. And people are saying, Elton, when there was nowhere else to turn, I put your album on. And people are saying, Elton, you were my playlist when I was younger. And people are saying, this song helped me to get through my divorce without killing myself. And people are saying sentences like, when I had nothing else, when I had nowhere else to go, I went out and bought your brand new CD and I played it over and over and over again for the next 10 years. Oh, man. Now, some of you legalists might be thinking, well, Garrett, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Elton John is a practicing homosexual, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't seem to be following the Lord. Let me share something with you. Who he has sex with is none of my business, and I couldn't care less. But when the Lord wants me to, I pray for him. And what his personal beliefs are none of my business. I listen to Elton John when Jesus commands me to, when he orders me to, when he pushes me to, when he tells me to, and so is the rest of the world. And I've got news for you now. As I say goodbye, I'll raise my voice a little bit. If you want to pick on the sins that Elton John is doing, we could pick on every single Christian performer on planet Earth just as equally, just as filthily, and just as badly. You got to take the beam of wood out of your own eye before you want to take the speck of wood out of everybody else's eye. You cannot name one single Christian performer who is sinning less than Elton John. Not one. Nowhere in all of creation is there one sinning less than Elton John. Praise God.